What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome back to another episode of The Drop. And this week is a big week for video game releases. In fact, many would say it might be one of the biggest weeks of the year. We have Just Cause 4 bringing Havoc to the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. We have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate finally coming out on the Nintendo Switch, on top of PUBG making its way to PS4, and Katamari Damacy coming to the Nintendo Switch as well. Tons of games to talk about and break down, so without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. To start things off this week, we have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate coming out on the Nintendo Switch. Legendary game worlds and fighters collide in the Ultimate Showdown, a new entry in the Super Smash Bros. Series for the Nintendo Switch system. New fighters like Inkling from the Splatoon series and Ridley from the Metroid series make their Super Smash Bros. Series debut alongside every Super Smash Bros. Fighter in the series ever. Faster combat, new items, new attacks, new defensive options, and more will keep the battle raging, whether you're at home or on the go. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is, needless to say, the biggest game releasing on the Nintendo Switch this holiday season. It is truly going to be a big seller for Nintendo, and many would say it is the most significant game that the Nintendo Switch has seen to date. Of course, that's up for debate, but still, you can't deny this is a massive franchise that is making its debut on the Nintendo Switch, and it's not a port of Brawl. This is a brand new experience that does include a ton of what we have seen before, literally. Now, when it comes to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, this is one of the funnest fighting games out there, and on top of that, it is very accessible for those that might be brand new to the entire fighting game genre, so you might want to pick this one up if you might just have an inkling of interest in what they actually are bringing to the table here. But if you have game nights, if you are a big fan of competitive fighting games, this one is going to be right up your alley, and I am sure it is going to be the focus of many tournaments in the near future. And so, if you do happen to be interested in picking up Super Smash Bros. Ultimate this week, it is coming out on the Nintendo Switch, and who knows, you might want to pick up a couple of GameCube controllers and that adapter to get the true, fine, best experience. Next up, Playerunknown's Battlegrounds is coming out on the PlayStation 4. Land, loot, and outwit your opponents to become the last player left standing in this thrilling game experience full of unexpected, adrenaline-pumping moments. Massive and immersive environments begin with nothing and develop into a powerful soldier as you explore, loot, and gear up for intense combat across a variety of maps featuring different environments that require new survival and combat tactics. In-depth loot system, uncover a wide variety of weapons and armor for an authentic and visceral combat experience, and go solo or squad up. Spawn into the world alone and rely on your own tactics and skills, or team up with up to 3 other players in duos or squads to increase your chance of survival. So, for those that don't know what PUBG/Playerunknown's Battlegrounds actually is, it's essentially the Battle Royale game that started this entire trend. Now, there are some that came before it, but essentially this is the game that inspired Fortnite, so it's kind of significant. So, for those that don't know what PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds actually is, it's essentially the Battle Royale game that started this entire trend that we've seen over the course of the past couple of years, aka it's the game that inspired Epic Games to go ahead and make Fortnite Battle Royale, which, needless to say, is a worldwide sensation. However, Fortnite aside, PUBG is still a fantastic game. Yes, it does have bugs. Yes, there are quirks to the game. Yes, it still does need work, but overall, after putting well over 120, 130 hours into the game, a fantastic experience, and there is a lot of fun to be had. It can be brutally frustrating. I have cursed many a time whenever I get shot in the head from an unknown location, but still a fun experience. The game first came out on the PC, then it came to Xbox One in March of 2017, and now it's finally tapping into the PlayStation 4 players, and I know a ton of people are very excited about that because it is one of this generation's biggest games, whether you realize it or not. PUBG is a very significant game, and one that is actually very fun. So if you did want to pick this one up, it's only $30, a pretty affordable price tag, and we'll see how this launch goes. It was a bit rough on the Xbox One, but I have a feeling that the guys over there at PUBG Corp learned from their mistakes on that one, and this could be a pretty solid launch this week, but we will see what happens when it does come out on the PlayStation 4 later on in the week. Next up, we have Just Cause 4 coming out on the Xbox One, PS4, and the PC. Rogue Agent Rico Rodriguez journeys to Solace, a huge South American world home of conflict, oppression, and extreme weather conditions. Strap into your wingsuit, equip your fully customizable grappling hook, and get ready to bring the thunder. Soar through the skies with your wingsuit, skydive, base jump, and free dive with no limits. Fight your enemies under extreme weather conditions, including towering tornadoes and tropical lightning storms, taking the iconic Just Cause action to insane new heights. Harness the extreme extreme weather events to your advantage thanks to the never-before-seen in-game physics. Rico's ultimate mission: spearhead the rebellion and defeat the Black Hand, a high-tech private military organization. Face off against Gabriela Morales, the fiercest, most capable and unpredictable adversary yet, and uncover the mystery behind Solis and Rico's father's past. And you've got a huge South American world to explore. Enjoy 100 square kilometers of lush, exotic playground from rainforest to deserts and across snowy mountain peaks. Discover a plethora of wonders as you explore the world of Solis, from bustling cities to rural grasslands, and you can destroy every little bit of it because this is creative destruction at its best. Customize your new grappling hook with evolved and brand new capabilities, allowing you to create your own personal stunts, destructive methods, and overall play style, and experiment with a huge variety of new vehicles, including military jets, helicopters, turbo-fueled sports cars, and construction vehicles. As you would expect, a lot of streamers have gotten access to Just Cause 4 early, so I've been watching them kind of play around with it, and man, does this game look fun. Now, the story itself is just something that's tacked on to give any kind of foundation to the game. It's fine, it's not going to be bad or good, it's just going to be there, and that's all well and good. The draw of Just Cause 4 is the destruction, is the insane zaniness of the entire game, where you can strap a whole bunch of rocket packs to the back of a sports car and put a balloon on the front and then just send it off into space. It's just that kind of stuff. It's that kind of insane tactic. It's just good fun. That's what it is. It's just good fun. Now, the weapons, the explosions, the equipment that you've got, all of that is fantastic, but the new dynamic weather system is what really does set Just Cause 4 apart from its predecessors, because the game is beautiful to begin with, but now you've got tornadoes and lightning storms and tons of these new adventures to experience as you do fight this giant military brigade. That is going to change the game a good bit, and as I've seen so far, it looks like it does a pretty good job of that. So if you want a good, fun game, Just Cause 4 looks like a fantastic one. I might pick this one up this holiday season. Cannot wait to dive into this one and just screw around, really. That's all this game, for me, is going to do, but there is a story if you are interested in that, a pretty good one at that, and of course, Rico Rodriguez is always there to comfort you in your time of need. Yeah, Just Cause 4 is coming out this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. And finally, to round out our mainline game list, we have Katamari Damacy Reroll coming out on the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch is ready to roll. Are you? The stop-at-nothing pushing prince is back and ready to re-roll. When the king of all cosmos accidentally destroys all of the stars in the sky, he orders you, his pint-sized princely son, to put the twinkle back in the heavens above. Join the king and prince of the cosmos on their wacky adventure to restore the stars at home or on the go, now in full HD. The beloved roll-em-up game returns with fully updated graphics, completely recreated cutscenes, and in full HD, and players can use the Joy-Con controllers to control the Katamari using the gyro controls to turn and shake the Joy-Con to perform the Prince Dash when in tabletop mode. Players can also play on multiplayer mode with a friend by using the two Joy-Con on the Nintendo Switch. So for those that have never heard of Katamari Damacy, this is one of the weirdest games that I have ever seen in my life. It's essentially a game based on the premise of you being a small sticky ball, and you roll around and you pick up like a paper clip, and then you'll pick up a stapler, and then you'll pick up a pencil, and then you'd pick up a cat, and then it's a desk, and then it's the house, and then it's it's just you pick up all of this stuff and you create a giant ball of just random stuff laying around. It's weird. It may be weird, but it's a very fun game. It's just one where it's stupid fun, and that's essentially what the game is. So, if you want to check this one out, I would highly recommend looking at some gameplay before you do pick it up. I played it back in the day on the PlayStation 2 and had a very good time with it, and with these new remastered graphics, cutscenes, etc., full HD, I am sure you are going to have at least some bit of fun with this game, but again, check out some gameplay. However, it is coming out on the Nintendo Switch this week. And finally, to round out today's show, we have two honorable mentions. First off, The Last Revenant Remastered is coming out on the PlayStation 4, and Subnautica is getting its full release on the PS4 and the Xbox One. But that wraps it up for today's episode of The Drop. If you did enjoy the show, be sure to drop me a like down below, and in the comments section, let me know what you think about the brand new games that are coming out this week. Do you think that Just Cause 4 is going to be a fantastic experience for your holiday season? Are you interested in Katamari Damacy, or perhaps you want to play some PUBG on the PS4? And of course, are you going to be smashing those Super Smash Bros? Let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you are brand new to the channel, I upload new videos throughout the week, and there's a live gaming news podcast over on twitch.tv/SamuelAdamsLive 5 days a week at 7 p.m. Eastern Time if you did want to check that out. But as for right now, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the day. I will talk to you soon. Peace.